Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'm here to walk you through the crypto markets. First things first, we're talking about Bitcoin here on the short term because we've got a little bit of a symmetrical triangle pattern playing out here. Then we're going to be moving through to Bitcoin here on the midterm, that's the 4 hour. And then we're going to be hitting up the long term if it's going to load. It's been quite laggy, I do believe, very annoying. Great start to the Monday morning, guys. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. I'm still nursing a bit of a hangover, which sucks, but we're here nonetheless. Throat is hurting, as per usual. Once we're done with Bitcoin, guys, we're going to do a bit of fear ingredient next. We're going to have a little look at probably open interest and exchange funding rate and stuff like that. And then probably Bitcoin dominance. And then after that, guys, we're going to do some altcoin. No, we're going to do the 3 altcoins of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today, and that is 3 altcoins that I've chosen today is Solana, Neo, and a bit of Pancake, a bit of cake as well there. Very good stuff. And then once we're done with that, guys, you know what time of the show it is. We'll do some altcoin requests, guys. So that's basically where you guys smash your altcoin requests in the chat, and I'll do some live TA for you here on air, if that's what you want to call it. Without further ado, guys, let's do some shout outs in the chat. We need a like target set. Currently on 5 likes, guys. Pretty good stuff starting the stream off today. What I would say is let's not go too ambitious because it's a Monday morning. I'm pretty tired. and yeah, I think we should probably go for maybe 30 or something like that, guys. Nothing too crazy. Let me do some shout outs coming through. We've got Hero Optimus, we've got Phoenix, the OGs are coming through today. We've got Nikolai, yeah, got it right this time, I think. We got Jack. We've got some members coming through as well. We got Michael coming through. We got Hey You, Restless as well, and a bit of Hero Optimus coming through as well. Looking clean, Chester. Yeah, I did had a little bit of a shape up, guys. A little bit of a shape up, a little bit of a trim on the old hair. I basically went as someone from Peaky Blinders from for Halloween, right? So I had to get all my hair trimmed up and stuff. So yeah, yeah, nice to see you all back on the stream today. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. Let's see what stream gets the most likes. Let's go, Team Chester, says Michael Allen. Love that. Phoenix is saying 43 likes. I think my brother's stream would genuinely just win it because he's got 11,000 subscribers. I'm sat on 1.8k. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna win that, but maybe in the future, hey, maybe in the future. Yeah, cool stuff. Nice to see. We got Matt, we got Kanishk B coming in the chat saying yo. Nice to see you on the stream there, guys. Without further ado, let's get straight into Bitcoin here. Oh god, throat is already playing out, not good. As you can see here, guys, massive symmetrical triangle pattern playing out coming through here on the hourly. I think I need to move my mic. It's a bit too intrusive and the beard's catching on it again. But yeah, as you can see, guys, huge symmetrical triangle. You can see the level of resistance from the top side here. Pretty strong stuff. As you can see, we're sat right on the cusp of it. This morning, before we saw it all go a bit crazy here when this insane massive pump to the upside, I was a bit like, okay, we're currently sat in this position here. This whole area looks a bit like a bit of a higher low. We've got a little bit of a bullish divergence coming through on the RSI on the hourly, so I do expect a bit of a pump, but I didn't expect to pump all the way up from 60k, banging it straight up to 62k in a matter of no time at all. So yeah, that was quite shocking, but hey, that's what we need to start the week on a Monday at the start of the month as well there, guys. It's what we kind of need, and if we are going to be looking for that continuation, this is the sort of scenario that we do want to be seeing here, because we will get to the long term, but it's looking pretty goddamn bullish, I must say, guys. Really bullish. Michael's saying 100 likes and Chester will shave his beard. I don't think so, man. Probably not 100 likes, but I don't even want to say 100. I don't even want to say 500, just in case the stream just goes viral or something like that, because I want to keep the beard, man. Yeah, let's just keep going with this. Yeah, we saw a massive pump to the upside here, but we're actually currently sat on a very crucial Viva resistance point, guys. We can get rejected from here quite easily, right? Quite easily. But if we don't, you know what we're looking for? We're looking for a breakout long position, guys. This is not going to be the biggest trade in the world, but it's going to be a bit of a scalp, right? It's going to be a little bit of a scalp. Not the biggest take profits in the world, but this is definitely something that I'm going to be looking for over the next few hours or so. As you can see, we're literally in the perfect breakout scenario coming through there. So in terms of percentages for this position, and we know the whole deal of staggering the take profits all the way up, we're not just going for this whole completion of the measure move here. We're still going to be around a 3.62% there, looking pretty good, I would say. Now, what I would be waiting for to enter this position is a nice candle close probably, I would say 62,435, but then if you really drill down into it there, guys, you can see how actually close this is to the next high there. So what I really probably would be looking for is to really actually get over this high in terms of this candle body close there, and then probably entering the position around here, around 62,626, and then my first take profit is going to be cleanly where this this wick to the upside here, because you can see the V-Vela resistance coming down from that 62,987 is very strong. Like, we've seen this play out before. We've seen this play out just 29th of October, so not long ago at all here on the hourly chart. So we've seen this play out, so we know there's definitely going to be resistance here. So that's why it's definitely going to be a take profit point if I'm going to be going long for Bitcoin here, right? So the first take profit is really not going to be very big, guys. If we're going to be getting in after this horizontal, it's really not going to be very big. It's going to be around like 0.5% there. So very, very scalpy stuff indeed. And then we know the score. Once we do that, we take our stop loss. We move our stop loss to our entry. And then we just let it ride, right? We let it ride. And if we hit our first take profit, then basically it's going to be a successful trade at the end of the day, right? In terms of this, oh god, my throat is playing up. Not good today. In terms of this this bullish divergence coming through there, we are seeing a massive spike in the price. Pretty good stuff. It's obviously played out very, very strongly indeed. What I would say here, guys, is we're quite high up here on the RSI. If we're going to see another spike, or we're going to see any sort of breakout scenario coming out of this symmetrical triangle here, we just need to weigh up the possibility for rejection coming through here. Maybe when we hit this zone, just because if we do see any sort of spike coming through, we're definitely going to get to that overbought sort of scenario coming through on the RSI. And we know what that means, guys. Big sell-offs coming through. We don't really want that coming through now. If anything, we want to just sit where we are at around this 62,000 sort of mark, which we have been doing for like probably like the last hour or so, right? We're near enough 2 hours. Sat at this sort of area. Consolidating along here for a bit would be ideal, and the reason for that is, guys, is so we can actually just come a bit further down here on the RSI, and then we can really get in the mood for another breakout scenario. And this is just a piece of information that we want on our side here, because it's obviously a very, very valid indicator there. Let me get rid of all those very ugly arrows 1 second, and then we're going to be moving across to the midterm, guys. Just summarize the short term quickly. Potential breakout, potential little long scenario coming through there. Obviously, staggering take profits all the way up. You guys know the score. In terms of the midterm coming through here for Bitcoin at this point in time, just gonna have a little look at the chat coming through. We've got Buster Wolf saying the medieval lad is back. Medieval lad is back. Amazing stuff there. Phoenix saying 5,000 subs and the beard goes. Yeah, to be honest, 5k subs, and yeah, maybe I might shave the beard. But we're not even halfway there, guys. So yeah, we're a long way away from that. And yeah, you will see the jawline and stuff like that, and I just look really young, so probably gonna keep the beard, guys. But anyway, the long term coming through here, guys. We were talking about this Garn fan pattern last week pretty strongly, because you can see the respect that we were really getting off it. As you can see here, guys, multiple levels of resistance correlating with this trend line as well. And then also heavy levels of support as we were coming down multiple times. Heavy level of support, heavy level of support, heavy levels of support. This is a very, very, very good chart pattern that we have been using. And look, over the weekend, you can see the support that we have been forming. Really, really good, really nice. You can see we tested this zone to break multiple times, probably about 3-4 times testing the support on this zone. But we didn't break it, guys. We absolutely just banged it to the goddamn moon. So if we are looking for another target here for this Garn fan pattern here, and it's going to be the halfway zone of this pattern here. And we know when we usually clear these halfway zones here, just like the Fibonacci, if we're clearing the halfway zone there, we're likely to see a reversal, right? We're likely to see a reversal in the general trend. And when I say a reversal in the general trend, guys, for the newer traders out there, as you can see on the sort of the micro here, we are in a bit of a downtrend, right? We're setting these, obviously we've got the all-time high coming through here, and then we're setting these lower highs continuously. We're setting these lower highs continuously, hopefully not one here. And that's basically a pretty strong downtrend. But if we can see us actually cross this halfway zone on the Garn fan here, we're basically going to be seeing a reversal of the trend. Lower highs getting invalidated there, lower highs getting invalidated, and then this uptrend basically coming into fruition and coming in and coming back very, very strong indeed. But what I would be looking for in terms of a price for that, guys, first things first, obviously we've got our long on the shorter term time frame to be thinking about there, and that's obviously going to be bringing the price all the way up to 64,000 sort of area there. But we're not going to get there here on the Garn fan. So we know we're going to find definite resistance at 63,091. So we do need to look at, we definitely need to look at this 63,900, was it? Yes, no, 63,000 like 200, 63k. We'll say 63,000, right? 63,000 is definitely going to be a point to be looking at. And as you can see, very correlative, our first take profit point as we've set it there. So yeah, it's looking pretty good, but there's definitely going to be some resistance here to be thinking about there, guys. But ideally, if we can find support on this is what I'm saying here is it's a definite point to be watching today, guys. Definite point to be watching here, this halfway zone. If we can find support on it and see the progression to the upside, we're going to be looking at a nice big trend reversal, confirmation of a trend reversal, and also lower highs getting invalidated, and it's just looking pretty goddamn progressive. Really, really good stuff indeed. Now, the position that we were looking for last week in terms of a long for Bitcoin coming out of this falling wedge pattern, we were looking at something along the lines of this, right? Didn't quite get there in terms of breaking out scenarios. We have just trended down over the weekend, guys. It's not been the most exciting thing in the world. I mean, it was Halloween anyway, but yeah, so not the most exciting thing in the world for Bitcoin. But at this point in time, to start off the Monday morning, we have seen a pretty big pump to the upside, right? Pretty big pump to the upside. And what I would say here, we are clearing major moving averages, guys. We're clearing major moving averages, and they are very, very coiled up here for the 4 hour. So that basically means we know when moving averages are really coiled up, it's basically signifying a breakout scenario yet again. Now, we're looking for that on the short term. So it's the stars are aligning for us. Let's jump to the RSI coming through here, because we've got this pretty strong downward sloping resistance line coming through into terms of that central price. We can see we've actually found pretty big levels of resistance from this before. So we basically need to take this into consideration, guys. And the reasoning for this is because we're ever so close to it, guys. We're ever so close to it. So if we are going to actually see any sort of pump up in the price, we could actually be predicting sort of a reversal, sort of chart pattern reversal in the price coming through here, or simply just a bit more consolidation, a bit more chilling out sort of time there. Bit of base cam 1 sort of scenario there after this insane massive pump there. But you can see each time we come to this zone, the last 2 times we have seen actual reversals there. So it's definitely something to be thinking about for the future there. On the plus side, we do have another humongous downward sloping support line coming through, which we were using as a massive resistance line since December 2020 here, guys. So a very long time ago. We've been using it for a long time. We know how valid this bad boy is. And as you can see, these are getting ever so close together, these trend lines. So we could even see just some coiled up action to start the week there. We'll just have to see how that goes. But yeah, level of support to be looking for is going to be around this sort of zone on the RSI as well. If we're going to be referencing that in terms of the price, we could be looking at a bounce down from major moving averages as well there, considering we've just cleared them. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that does plan out there. But if we do see us actually surge through, break this level of resistance here, then we could easily be looking at coming up over and tapping this Garn fan, and then from there probably seeing a bit of resistance, because we're going to get to that overbought scenario coming through on the RSI there. But yeah, it's going to be something to watch today, the RSI, I would say, because there's quite a lot of interesting stuff coming through there. Now, in terms of the MACD, we were looking at trend cycles throughout the last week there. We were looking at trend cycles, and we're seeing how this downtrend cycle is basically going to play out, because we can see the reversal in the trend coming through multiple times there. Now, the most recent downtrend that we did see, if we were going to have the continuation and we were going to lose this this hole point on the Garn fan there, this 1 of 1, and that is going to be around 59,000, then we would have actually seen us come down a bit more, and then potentially had the trend reversal point as we discussed, I think on Friday it was. But no, we didn't actually get that. We've actually come back quite early, and that basically means that the momentum to the downside is changing, guys. It is changing from the all-time high. People were, I think the narrative shows that the downtrends were quite strong, so people were feeling a bit more bearish coming through there. But you can see what we have here now on the longer term time frame here. We've got a very nice, it's a confirmed higher low, guys. Pretty good stuff indeed. And what I would say, right here, right now, looking pretty goddamn progressive. You can see here on the volume profile visible range here, we're literally, if we can find support above this 62 sort of area there, the support that we're going to have below us here, in terms of this range, it's going to be strong. It's going to be very strong indeed. And that basically gives us the momentum to get to the upside yet again, to smash through all-time highs again. Joe Hart saying, nice haircut. Thank you very much, my good sir. 18 likes as well, guys. You guys are killing it. Hin says, is it a head and shoulders chart pattern? To be honest, looking at that, it looks a little bit like an inverted head and shoulders chart pattern. But what I would say, guys, head and shoulders chart pattern, they only actually play out like 30% of the time. So it's good to learn. It's good to learn and practicing like your trading ability and spotting these chart patterns coming through. But what I would say is, like, don't congruently rely on that information, because like 30% is really quite bad. Really quite bad in terms of a percentage for chart patterns playing out, right? You're better luck with measure moves, right? We got Kevin coming through as becoming an official member on It's Fine Monday morning, 10 degrees in England. Thank you ever so much, Kevin, to appreciate that coffee or that pint of ale or lager that you buy me every single month. To appreciate that you're coming through there. And I have seen it like, you're coming through like probably... It's like 10 streams in a row now, Kevin. So yeah, I do appreciate your support continuously, man. And I wish you the best with your trading. And yeah, hopefully I'm helping you and you're enjoying the content and everything like that. Let's move back down to the midterm quickly. There was a reason for this. I've just forgotten it. Not sure. Yeah, I completely forgot it. Let's just jump to the long-term time frame, just so we can move on with what we've got coming through here, guys. Because we do have my 3 altcoins of the day to get through as well, and that is Solana, Neo, and Cake. So stay tuned for that. Good stuff coming through for that stuff. I'm just gonna have some of my water, and then we're gonna carry on, guys. The goalkeeper Joe Hart, says Nathan. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Very nice. No smoothie this morning, though. I'm really going to have to go stock up on my smoothies. Now, Bitcoin here on the long term. The daily coming through. You can see it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You can see the visible range coming through here. Very, very strong below us there. And basically shows we've got it's going to be very, very hard for us to drop down to 55,000 or below. Now, the reasoning for that is because you can see the support that we do have there is very, very strong indeed. So let's get rid of that for now, and let's talk about the bull market barrier, because over the weekend, guys, we did actually come up. I did see this, and we did actually... Oh, God, no. Yeah, we did actually... Was it over the weekend? No, it's Friday. It was Friday, yeah. I did actually see us come up, and we did actually change this whole section blue again, which basically signifies that we're going into some sort of bull market, some sort of big bull run coming through, a nice, big, solid uptrend. But from there, we did actually come down and we did set a low point here. Yes, granted, not the best scenario in the world, but what you are seeing here, guys, is a higher low, right? It is a higher low. The momentum from there, the support that we are finding is strong. Very good. And this is exactly what we want to be seeing here in this sort of scenario, especially here on the daily. After seeing such big pumps coming up like so, parabolic motions, guys, climbing Everest coming through there. And then a bit of a pullback, bit of consolidation, and then we can talk about all-time highs again. And then from there, probably a little bit of resistance again, and then we can talk about progression to the upside, right? But what I would say here, it's going to be very interesting to see how this does actually plan forward for the future, right? Because we have had now basically a bullish confirmed pattern. We are lagging a bit, guys, so I do apologize for that. Hopefully it's not too bad. And we have had a bullish confirmed pattern now, so it's looking pretty progressive. And what I would say this week, we are looking for insane pumps to the upside, which is going to be very, very good indeed. And it is basically going to mean that this bull market barrier indicator that we've got here, guys, when we're blue, we're in a bull market. When we're red, we're in an undecided bear market. As you can see here, a bit of a pullback scenario coming through. But if we are going to be breaking this to the upside, it's going to be very, very progressive indeed. I did want to talk about this... it's not an ascending triangle, because these the all-time highs aren't quite level in terms of horizontal. It would be an ascending triangle for you new traders out there if they were level, because this would be a horizontal trend line at the top there. Not that one, the other one. But yeah, it would be a horizontal trend line at the top there, but it's not. So it is going to be a rising wedge, guys. And rising wedges, yes, they tend to usually break to the downside, but it's so goddamn bullish at this point in time. I really wouldn't expect it to break to the downside. So we can weigh up the scenario for a measure move break to the upside here, guys. And in terms of price targets, this is where it gets quite exciting, I must say. For all you Bitcoin hodlers out there, this is really laggy. This is really, really bad. It's driving me up the wall, actually. Not good. Let me get rid of some indicators. I've literally got one indicator on, and it's just laggy. Dreadful. But yeah, in terms of a breakout scenario that we could be looking for here for Bitcoin, this is where it gets quite exciting. We could be looking at a measure move completion at 92,249, guys. That's insane. That's nearly $100,000 Bitcoin. It's just now, if we are going to be looking for targets like that, because I know everyone's saying 100k Bitcoin by the end of the year and all the rumors and all that stuff. But yeah, if that is going to actually happen, it's going to be amazing, right? It is going to be amazing. But what I would say, it's not just going to be a smooth run. It's not just going to be a smooth run up like so. What I would expect is, as you can see, we've got a lovely big uptrend coming through here. Nice amount of momentum before a pullback, right? Lovely amount of momentum again. You can see the momentum is getting smaller as we go. So if we are going to see another run up coming through here, what I would say, we're probably going to come up to around 84, 85 before some sort of pullback again, and then potentially another run up like so, before maybe even just consolidating around like this, and then probably taking a tumble back down to the previous all-time high there. Because ideally, in terms of a think like a where we're never going to fail sort of scenario here, guys, they're not just going to let it just run up like crazy, right? They're not going to let it run up like crazy. They're not just going to be like, right, straight to 150K. They won't do that. They will literally be pulling it back, manipulating the markets. It's the most heavily manipulated thing in the world there, guys, in terms of an asset. So we basically need to think like a whale, and we're not going to fail here. So that's why I would say over the next few months or so, taking profit is still profit at the end of the day. Please do not be upset about taking profit, even if you do miss some gains. And if you are looking for an entry, you're thinking about FOMOing in and stuff like that, just think to yourself, look, guys, there's always going to be another entry point. Just relax. It's absolutely fine. What do we say on this channel? We say calm and collected. Absolutely fine. Good stuff coming through there. Now, I want to talk about... not going to go on the rounded blue box zone at the moment because that's pretty stagnant at the moment. We are above this the volume weighted ATR band, which is... bloody good news. Now, yeah, very good news here on the volume weighted ATR band. This is this beautiful little red line coming through there, little red baby coming through there. 59,000. We bounced off that pretty perfectly in terms of a level of support. Now, I just want to go back to the last time that we actually found a level of support coming through here. This chart is just so laggy today. I'm really not happy with this. I haven't really, not even got loads of stuff open on my PC either. Dreadful. But yeah, as you can see here, guys, the last time that we did clear this volume weighted ATR band properly, we actually saw a very, very huge uptrend coming through there. So this could be something that we could be signifying there. Another sign for us to actually bang it to the goddamn moon here for Bitcoin. It's definitely something to be looking out for as well. If we do lose that, then obviously it's going to be bad. But we do have our higher low sort of confirmed point around this 58, 59,000 sort of area. So as long as we don't lose that, guys, we're pretty progressive, pretty bullish from there. I would expect resistance to 66,000 just because it's pretty close to the pretty close to the candle body close for the all-time high there. So we'll just have to basically see how that goes. Definitely some resistance there. I wouldn't expect it just to bang it all the way through. But this does make me want to actually go to the weekly chart, just because I want to talk about how... No, the monthly chart I do want to get to, actually. Yeah, we'll get to the monthly chart very, very shortly. But as you can see here, guys, comparing this price action now, these uptrend, this pullback, this nice uptrend, and this consolidation zone here, this is actually looking really bullish, like really good, like quite remarkably good, I must say, because the pullbacks aren't really bad. It looks sort of like this scenario that we have seen here, and this was like obviously November, exactly the same as last year there. Literally 12 months ago, saw this scenario basically playing out, and if we are going to have the continuation like we have had here, you can see the spike that we've had after that, guys. You can see the spike that we've had after that. Could be something very exciting to get something to get very excited about, right? Hey, you says volume weighted ATR band is available on the WOB machine indicator. Yes, sir, it is, and it works across literally every single asset on every single goddamn time frame. It's pretty god mode tool, right? Me and my brother, we're in the process of like back testing it in terms of creating an indicator to do the long-term back testing, so we can see the results on the strategy tester on TradingView. And yeah, it's going to be, hopefully it's going to be pretty good. It looks very, very congruent in terms of levels of support there. So yeah, hopefully that's something that we are going to be looking to probably release as its own private thing in the coming months or so. We'll see how it goes. We've got a lot of stuff on at the moment, but yeah, it's definitely something for the future to be looking out for. Now, let me look forward to the monthly chart here, guys, because you can see like this is very, very good. It's very, very good indeed. It just looks so progressive. I would say we're going to have a pretty strong trend line coming through here. As you can see there, it's going to be resistance around 80,000 sort of area there. But to be honest, we expect that. We're ready for that, just because as we said a minute ago, it's not just going to go straight up. So yeah, definitely a point to be looking out for is going to be that zone. But yeah, definitely. I think that's going to be it really for Bitcoin. But in terms of just an uptrend that we are seeing here, even back from March 2020, guys, we've obviously got the low December 18, nice spike up, retracement, black swan event, nice uptrend, pullback, higher low, uptrend. Probably going to keep going up here, guys. Pullback, higher low, uptrend. So yeah, it's looking very, very nice here in terms of continuation to the upside here for Bitcoin. That's what I'm trying to really get across. Obviously, I'm very tired, nursing a bit of a cheeky hangover from the weekend, guys. Hey, you says, okay, I'm looking to upgrade sub. Okay, man. Okay, man. To be honest, I could probably give you a week trial free if you want, man, and you can test it out. That's absolutely fine. Just drop me a message on Telegram, bro, and we'll sort that out for you, because I know you've been literally supporting the channel for months now. So yeah, I do appreciate you out here. Hey you. So yeah, if you did want that, just let me know. Not a problem. Fear and greed index today at 74. Definitely up from last week, I'd say. Definitely up from last week. I think we saw the lowest point last week was around 66, and that was obviously when we saw the pretty colossal dumps to the downside, right? So yeah, it's not too bad. What I would say is, guys, the greedier we get, the more likely the whales are going to dump it on us. So yeah, just be prepared for that. But yeah, interesting stuff coming through there. What I would say, I keep saying what I would say is, we're getting ever so close to this breakout scenario again here on the short-term time frame, so it's definitely going to be a long position to be looking out for. Let's have a little look at crypto quant quickly. Funding rates have actually come down a bit, which basically means like a lot more people are not entering their long positions, so it's actually getting cheaper to hold your long positions here, guys, which is quite surprising considering how bullish it actually is, right? Pretty surprising considering how bullish it is. It's actually down. We'll see how that actually plans out. We'll see how that plans out tomorrow, depending on whether we can get over this lower high sort of section here, and whether we can get over this lower high sort of section here, and also we can see this breakout coming through there. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that does plan out. But yeah, in terms of all exchanges reserve, that's still really quite low, guys. We haven't seen any sort of spike up in people moving their Bitcoin back from their wallets into the exchanges, which is another very bullish sign, guys, because if people are moving their money, moving the Bitcoin from the exchanges, say Binance, into say Trust Wallet, then that basically means they're not looking to trade it. They're looking to hodl it, which is a very bullish sign there for Bitcoin. So so yeah, not too bad. I would say actually looking at the leverage ratio, that's spiked up quite considerably as well. So that's the higher that this leverage ratio go, guys, the more chance for the whales to manipulate it, because obviously the more leverage positions are open, the more tempted they get to accumulate and do those liquidity grabs like we did see at the start of September when the price is dumping 10,000 bucks in the space of a few minutes, right? So yeah, that's what I would say about that. Nothing really too crazy else to touch on there. But yeah, if you guys did want to go check out these this chart section, just go to Crypto Quant there, and you can literally go through and just favorite all your charts and stuff. It's a really quite good tool to use. And also for you new guys to educate yourself as well, it's you can learn quite a lot here, so that's good stuff as well. Jumping through to the Bitcoin dominance coming through, because obviously, guys, we need to take into consideration about our altcoins, because we out here, we hodling, it's all good, it's not a problem. But yeah, as you can see, guys, Bitcoin dominance has actually come down quite considerably, which is pretty good. But what I would say, annoyingly, we are looking to consolidate. We are looking to basically end this sort of downtrend coming through here on the daily. Still very undecided, as you can see from all these wicks here, but it is looking like we're probably going to curl over and set a higher low here. And to be honest, we've got higher lows here, and if we are going to be setting a higher low here, guys, annoyingly, that does mean that the altcoins aren't going to be... I'm not saying they're going to be trending down like rapidly, but what I would say, if Bitcoin is going to be having breakout scenarios here, on the shorter term time frame, if Bitcoin is going to have breakout scenarios like so here, long positions, then the altcoins aren't going to be as reactive, and they're not going to be as they're not going to be following Bitcoin in terms of pumping up with Bitcoin. And sometimes, obviously, a lot of the time, we obviously see them very reactive to Bitcoin there. But it's the same scenario as if it's a bit annoying, really, because if Bitcoin's pumping and the Bitcoin dominance is up, then the altcoins just kind of stay stagnant. They don't really do a lot. But when Bitcoin dumps, even when the Bitcoin dominance is up, the altcoins dump even further down. So it's just like the altcoins are kind of just dwindling down continuously when the Bitcoin dominance is up. So yeah, we don't really want that to be happening. Ideally, we want this downtrend to just continue, right? Yeah, so that's going to be something to watch today. It's definitely a piece of information to be using. But overall here on the short-term time frame, we are still trending down, but we haven't really seen any sort of breaks to the upside in terms of lower highs here, guys. But yeah, hopefully we can have the continuation of it. You can see, like, from these low points getting set here, they're getting ever so close dangerously together, right? Still setting lower lows, but nothing really too crazy. That's what I'd say. I would say we're probably looking at some sort of reversal coming through there, like a massive bowl. Massive bowl sort of reversal chart pattern coming through there, if that is a thing. Now, moving on. Let's have a look at the total market cap ever so quickly. Because this is good stuff coming through there. It's all-time highs around that sort of area. 2.69 potentially. Amazing number, I would say. No, 2.74. Interesting stuff there. 2.74. Interesting stuff there. But I would say we're getting dangerously close to that. We're still not below the all-time high market cap from before when Bitcoin hit the all-time high back in was April it hit the all-time high from before, I swear. But yeah, so that's obviously still pretty good that we are above that, and shows that more money is getting invested into crypto continuously. Really good stuff indeed. We got Damn South in the chat saying hi, Chester. We got LR, and I see on the stream now. LR, hope you're having a fantastic morning. We've got Damn South saying, what do you think about those metaverse coins? To be honest, man, I haven't really had a chance to do a lot of research into all that. I'm very keen on the metaverse for the future, right? Because I've got some pretty good ideas, guys, for that. I can't wait to execute, but just looking for someone who can do all the design and programming stuff in VR. And at the moment, I don't know anyone about that. So, yeah, I can't really do anything about that at the moment. But in terms of what I think about the metaverse coins, as I said, I haven't really had a chance to do any research on it. I do want to do some research on it, and it is on my list of things to do this week, because we know if we can research them, we can pick the good ones, we're going to get in early, we're going to make that cold hard cash, right? So yeah, I would can't really give my opinion on that at this point in time, but yeah, hopefully I can in the future there, Damn South. I'll see what I can conjure up for you. I think we should, I think I'll probably post some information about them in the Telegram group, guys. So if you do want to join that, link is in the description as well. Nearly like 300 members for that, which is pretty insane, right? We got Oscar saying, hi, Chester. Hello, my good sir. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Right, guys, moving on. We're going to be moving on to now my 3 altcoins of the day. This is 3 altcoins of the day. This is, can't speak. Can't bloody speak. I'm going to have some water, and then we're going to carry on with the altcoins of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you. Love a bit of H2O there. Right. 3 altcoins of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today, guys, are... we got a bit of Solana coming through there. We got a bit of Neo, and also a bit of Cake as well. Bit of Pancake Swap. So yeah, let me just zoom out, and let's get going on these. And then obviously after that, guys, we're going to be doing our altcoin requests. And I can see Tamogana, I think that's how you say it, has said a bit of sushi. So yeah, we might look at sushi swap. We'll just have to we'll get through the altcoins of the day, and then we'll get to that. Not a problem. The first altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today is Cake. A bit of Pancake Swap coming through here. I'm here to give you an update on that. As you can see, guys, we're starting off here on the daily, on the longer term time frame. You can see from the all-time high coming through here on the Binance chart, 30th of April, around $42.97. From there, pretty strong trend line. As you can see, multiple levels of resistance coming through to May. Obviously, humongous May crash. We all know about that. And the resistance, the Viva resistance from this trend line has actually prevailed continuously. Running into September, we obviously saw a bloody September coming through there, creating, you guessed it, lower highs continuously hit for Pancake Swap, forming, yes, from the all-time high, pretty strong downward sloping resistance line. And also we do have a very nice low point coming through from February 2021 as well. Also massive, massive level of support that we are forming here. And that's obviously created a giant symmetrical triangle here, chart. A giant symmetrical chart pattern coming through here, guys. And that means that we could be looking at some sort of breakout scenario. Very interesting stuff here, because there's a couple of scenarios that we can be running through. If we're going on the most recent uptrend, guys, when we are going to be breaking out of this symmetrical triangle, we can actually be looking at something along the lines of this. I know, pretty ambitious, but it's definitely a price target to be looking out for, as it's not even all-time highs there for Pancake Swap. So it's definitely something that could be reached very rapidly if an uptrend is going to prevail. And we can see here from the last time that we did see a very nice uptrend coming through for Cake. It's very, very strong, not very big pullbacks at all. So yeah, if you are going to be if you're going to be long or even just hodling through this zone, you're going to be making a lot of money, right? So it's definitely a breakout scenario that I'm going to be looking for there, and it's going to be around a 79.44% there. Really quite insane gains to the upside there. That's just one scenario. We know the score, guys. We're going to be staggering take profits all the way up, planning for any sort of reversals coming through there, not just going for the greedy near enough 80% gain there. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for in terms of a long position. Now, what I would say also on top of that, guys, jumping down to a bit of a shorter term time frame, we'll jump to the 12-hour for now. You can see we do have a parallel channel, a falling parallel channel coming through here at the top of an uptrend. It is a bit of a bull flag scenario. Yes, it is. Very good stuff indeed. Now, we could be looking at the most recent uptrend coming through there in terms of a measure move, in terms of a smaller trade that we could be looking for, in terms of a breakout scenario here, guys. And obviously, guys, this is speculatively speaking, not financial advice coming through here, but it's definitely another position I would be looking out for. Another position I would be looking out for in terms of percentages there. It's still going to be around a 20% gain there, guys. And this is a spot trade. This isn't leverage. Imagine you're leveraging that 10x, 200%. It's just crazy, crazy gains coming through there. If we are going to see a breakout scenario coming through that for Cake, that's definitely something to be looking out for. Now, moving through to, obviously, this is a very, very quick update here for you guys. Moving through to the hourly chart, you can see we do actually have a falling wedge chart pattern. And this is why it's claimed my altcoin of the day, because we've got something very interesting happening here. A breakout scenario coming through on the shorter term time frame. If we are looking for some sort of measure move here, guys, we could be looking at something along the lines of this. We're above all major moving averages here. We've just cleared the 55. What I would say, we do have the 200 EMA coming through at $18.55 there. So we know that's going to be a definite take profit point to be looking out for. So let's just bang that in. And that is correlating near enough fairly well with pretty key reversal points coming through as well there. And that's obviously going to be, yeah, you can see how well the stars line up for that position coming through there. But yeah, in terms of percentages for this gain, for something to be looking out for the rest of the day there, it's going to be around a 3.5, 3.6% there. Very interesting stuff there to be looking out for. What I would say there, in terms of the RSI, we are near enough overbought there, guys. So it's definitely something to be looking out for if we are going to see any sort of spike coming through. Ideally, we want to come back down, have a retest, get into a nice long position there, and then basically start riding that wave all the way to the top there. But yeah, that is going to be your update today here on Pancake. Bit of pancake swap. Cake. Yeah, moving on to my second altcoin of the day today, guys. Yeah, so it's definitely something to be looking out for. What I would say is Cake in terms of a nice little trade coming through there. We've got Nathaniel coming through saying, "What's up, OGs? Come on, my guy. Nice to see you on the stream there." We've got One Money saying, "Good morning, my guy. My guy, come on." Let's go. In terms of like target, guys, 28 likes, unreal. We got a 43 like target on the table. I didn't bring up the subscriber count today, to be honest. I completely forgot. Yeah, let's move on to my second altcoin of the day today, guys. It's gonna be a bit of Neo, right? It's gonna be a bit of Neo because this is some interesting TA coming through. And guys, if you are new to the stream, I do stream every single day, Monday to Friday. I'll be here every single morning. I do altcoin requests. I do 3 altcoins of the day that I showcase to you every single day. I do Bitcoin updates every single goddamn day. And yeah, I trade every single day. It's my job. I actually had a 9 to 5 and I replaced it with trading because I was not happy. And now I'm happy. Empowering the voices of tomorrow. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Nikki. Yeah, let's just get straight into Neo coming through there. My second altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you is going to be a bit of Neo coming through there. As you can see here, guys, from the previous, well, the all-time high coming through. You can see the candle body close there. Bang on this trend line from the previous all-time high around $133. Currently trading very low at around $45, so really quite low considering the previous all-time high back in April, May sort of scenario. That could be a target to be looking out for the future. But what I would say, massive trend line from that all-time high coming down. You can see the resistance coming through there, very, very strong. Bit of a bloody September, as we did see there, correlating very, very well with that reversal point coming through. Now, from there, we have just kind of cascaded down. It's not really been the nicest healthy recovery that we were looking for there compared to a lot of the other altcoins. We are actually coming back, and we are challenging major downward sloping resistance line there. But here for Neo, we've just kind of gone a bit meh. Probably not. We're just chilling out for a bit. We're going to have a little bit of a pump, and now we're just going to consolidate in sort of a downtrend. So yeah, not the hottest thing in the world, but what I would say, guys, as I just said there, we do have a high point coming through there and a low point, and higher lows and lower highs there. And that obviously means symmetrical triangle chart pattern. If we are looking for some sort of breakout scenario, it's not going to be small, guys. We're on the daily. It's going to be pretty big. And in terms of a nice big breakout scenario, obviously not greedy, it's going to be, percentage-wise, it's going to be definitely worth our time, I do think, guys. And this is why I do pick these altcoins coming through, because if there is going to be a nice long position to be looking out for there, guys, hopefully you guys can go and do your own TA there, and hopefully make some cold hard cash if you make the right decisions whether to enter or not. Now, as you can see, it's going to be 17.39% going on the most recent uptrend. Still, speculatively speaking, guys, that's going to be one measure move to be looking out for. If we're going to be going on the actual bottom to top here, the greedier side of things, the measure moves is going to be looking like that, and this is obviously a lot more ambitious. I really wouldn't expect this to play out compared to the shorter term measure move there. And the OGs know I make 10 times more money doing the smaller measure moves across the top 100 different altcoins rather than going for these insane big greedy measure moves all the way up. Like so, still, it's going to be a very nice 80, 70, 79, 80 sort of percent there if we are going to be going for that. But to be honest, if we're going to be entering sort of trade and we do see a nice upwards momentum continue here, it's going to be nice, but I'm not just going to be going for the 80%. I'm going to be staggering my take profits all the way up, right? That's just it's just my main trading strategy. It's called gridding your take profits, guys. It's a lot more safe doing it like that. Now, moving on to the midterm coming through for Neo, we're jumping down to the smaller term time frame because we actually got a very interesting correlative point coming through there. You can see we've got a falling wedge chart pattern, guys, and we know these usually break to the upside. Annoyingly, this has actually just banged it, right? It has actually just banged it. In terms of a measure move to the upside here, in terms of a long trade, it's just a nice example. We use this as a nice example of a nice long trade in terms of a breakout scenario there for you new traders. As you can see, we did actually complete that very nice 6% gain there coming through there. And we have actually come up to $48 for NEO there. And that's obviously invalidated the most recent lower high there. So what I would say is target prices right now, if we can get a nice bounce level of support on this horizontal at $45.86, I would actually be looking for continuation to the upside, continuation of this trend, because we have invalidated lower highs there. And that's going to be sat around that $48.82. That's definitely going to be a point to be looking for. And then the higher that we get up from there, guys, the more likely, the more chances, the closer that we're getting to this breakout scenario here for that 17.39% there. Moving on to the hourly charts, if we can get any sort of information coming through here, I would say a bit of a broadening wedge, and I'm not the biggest fan of broadening wedges in my opinion. As the OGs on the channel know that, you can see we've got a bit of a broadening wedge pattern coming through there. And when we've got that, we could potentially, that's what I mean, the swings could be really quite big. Let's get rid of that measure move for now. Swings could be really quite big, but what I would say is we're above all major moving averages, so really not too bad. In terms of a bounce point, in terms of a level of support that we could be looking for, we've got the 10 simple, we've got the 21 moving average as well. So yeah, a bounce point I would be looking for is around $44.68 there to bounce up. Hopefully looking for a nice break to the top side here coming through. But in terms of a little measure move, if you were looking to long this for the future there, we could be looking at something, obviously, non-greedy measure moves again, guys. We're going to go on the smallest part of the trend there. We could be looking at something along the lines of this for the future. This is not going to be very big. We are on the hourly chart, guys. Still, it's going to be around a 3, near enough a 4% gain there if the breakout is going to be good. Resistance points to be looking out for is going to be that previous wick to the upside there. So interesting stuff coming through there. Now, let me... I think that's pretty much it, guys. I would say volume weighted ATR band is going to be crucial in terms of holding that as a level of support. But yeah, that is going to be your NEO update for the day. Now, moving on to my third and final altcoin of the day. And then, guys, we're going to be getting through to my altcoin requests. So we're definitely going to do some altcoin requests for you. So stay tuned and get ready for that. Just going to have some more water. And a big yawn. Oh. Yes, obviously Halloween on the weekend. Nursing a little bit of a hangover. Third and final altcoin. This is an interesting one. Very interesting indeed. My third and final altcoin I want to showcase to you today, guys, is going to be a bit of Solana coming through there. Let's get rid of these percentages for now. Bit of Solana coming through there, and as you can see, pretty progressive chart. We've obviously seen Solana doing insane things recently, right? Just a bit of an example for that rising parallel channel. You can see measure move coming through there. Nothing along the lines of that, right? But yeah, measure move coming through. As you can see there, along lines of that. We're basically taking that to the top side like so, and banging it all the way up. We're looking at some sort of measure move completion. Did come through around 59%, around that sort of area. Obviously, back in September there, we obviously saw Solana doing very, very well indeed. Now, jumping through to the live price, what did we see here? We saw a little bit of a downtrend coming through from the top side of this high price, creating a bull flag scenario. Bull flag scenario, guys, we know that means continuation to the upside. We obviously have seen continuation to the upside. All-time high levels getting tapped yet again there. Very interesting stuff. What I would say from there, we have actually seen consolidation, guys, and that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely healthy. And the reasoning for this is, guys, is because we've actually banged it up recently pretty progressively, but we're finding a lovely level of support on this zone around this $184 there. We've now got the 10 simple holding us up. 21's moving up there. So if we are going to get resistance off this this horizontal to the top side here, guys, we know we've got definite bounce points around this 194 200 sort of area there. So in terms of stop losses, if you are in any sort of long position there, guys, that's definitely points to be looking out for. Now, because we have got a parallel channel like so, you can see how correlative and how actually this is very nice. This is very nice, very attractive chart pattern coming through there. And what I would say, it basically means we're looking for a definite breakout scenario here, guys. Definite breakout scenario that we could be looking for is going to be, in terms of a measure move, something along the lines of this. As you can see, not huge, but still a very nice long position for us to take advantage for. It's going to be around a 13.72% gain there. So yeah, hopefully we can see this playing out there. We do have a volume weighted ATR on the 12-hour at the 205 level. If we can get above that, it acts as a lovely level of support, as you can see here, and we definitely see progression to the upside from there. So hopefully it's going to be correlating very well with another breakout scenario there for Solana. But yeah, that's definitely something to be looking out for. And then I would say I probably wouldn't be getting in here until we do break all-time highs, just because usually I probably would be getting in probably around that sort of 213 sort of area where we have seen wicks coming through from before. If we can get a nice candle body close up there, it's a bit of congruency that we are going to actually have continuation to the upside. But what I would say here, guys, all-time high, very, very, very strong. So we're definitely probably going to find some resistance there. So I wouldn't be getting in until we get a nice, either a candle body close or an insane breakout scenario, because we know how quickly Solana can basically run up, right? So an insane breakout scenario coming through there, and then I basically would be getting involved with that potential trade there, and then we could be looking at something along the lines of around an 8.47%, or around 8.19% there. But obviously, we do need to take into consideration the all-time high rules, guys. The all-time high rules that we go off on this channel. If you break an all-time high, 80% of the time you come back down and you test prior all-time highs, previous all-time highs there. So we're likely to actually come up, potentially test or create an all-time high there around, say, 237, completion of the measure move, and then potentially going to be coming right back down to that 218 there. Michael Allen, thank you ever so much for the super chat, my good sir. Appreciate your $5 coming through there. If you've got a request, my good sir, please smash it in the chat and I'll do that live for you on air. Do appreciate that coming through. Now, yeah, definitely something to be looking out for here for Solana in terms of a nice long position. Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice, guys. Please go do your own research. Jumping down to the shorter term time frame here on the hourly, what I would say is it's still a lovely uptrend. We've actually invalidated lower highs coming through there as well from this high point. So yeah, it's actually looking very, very progressive. Definitely be looking out for this breakout scenario coming through there. But yeah, guys, that is going to be your Solana daily update coming through. That is all my altcoins of the day today, guys. Now we're definitely going to be moving through to the altcoin request part of the show. But first things first, let's do a giveaway. Yes. Let's do a giveaway. I'm going to be doing a giveaway to my Ultra package, guys. This package, I charge £95.99 per month. Yes, insane, pretty profitable. It's pretty goddamn profitable, I must say. And it basically trades off 5 indicators coming through there. We trade BTC, Ethereum, ADA, BNB. It's a private Telegram group. Access to 2 of my major indicators from there as well. And I'm basically gonna be giving it to you for free. Now for 2 months, you get basically 2 months in a sense free trial on that. But it's essentially like winning $200 there. So yeah, we're gonna do 48 viewers. So let's do a number between. No, we're not doing numbers today, guys. We did numbers a lot of the time last week. We're gonna do farm animals. We're gonna do farm animals. So I am gonna write down a farm animal. There we go. And the first person to guess the farm animal there is gonna win 2 months on the Ultra package there. Amazing stuff there, guys. And LR says, hit that like button. Do appreciate your likes coming through there, guys. We've got a like target, 43 likes. Currently 9 likes away coming through there. So amazing stuff there. Yeah, and guys, farm animals, smash them in the chat and we'll see if you can win 2 months coming through there. No, unfortunately, it's not a sheep, Oscar. Nikki, you have won 2 months on the Ultra package. You got a cow. Well done. Amazing stuff there. I'm unlucky. A lot of people coming through with the cows there. Unlucky because Nikki got it first. But yeah, I will be doing a giveaway every day this week, guys. So make sure you stay tuned and ready for your daily trading updates in the morning coming through. But yeah, I do appreciate all you guys coming through there. But yeah, Nikki, message me on Telegram. You have won 2 months on the Ultra package. Moving through to my my altcoin request part of the show, guys. This is going to be fun. It's going to be fun time. So let me jump back up the chat where you're not all requesting farm animals. Let me jump and let's do a bit of what is Stos from Kanishk? Stos. Estos. Should we have a look at Estos? Oh, interesting. Maybe not. Not a great chart. Let's not do that. Let's do a bit of Stella for Jack. XLM. Bit of Stella for Jack. Interesting. I'm just gonna get on my watch list. I've got it there. USDT. Yeah. I know this chart. Right. Let's start from the daily and get some fresh TA. I'm so fresher, so free. Yeah, I see you're all banging your requests in the chat there. Amazing stuff there. See how that is going very shortly indeed. I'm just gonna do a full update coming through here for Stella. Is that all-time highs? I do believe. Yes, sir. All-time high. Just going to have a sip of water, guys, and then we're going to carry on with the altcoin requests. I'm here to give you an update here on Stellar, starting off on the daily, as you can see here, guys, from the all-time high coming through around that 73 cents there. You can see mass levels of resistance along that trend line. From that point there, from that high point, obviously we saw the May crash coming through there. Now we set lower highs coming through. They're creating a very, very strong, what I would say, a very, very strong horizontal coming through. You can see when we actually hit this point in September that's just gone, mass rejection to the downside. Very bad. But what I would say here from the low point that we did set coming through in May, sort of July sort of area there, obviously the massive dump in May, June. So yeah, the low point that we did set in that downtrend, we have actually formed a very strong, very, very strong trend line to the upside here, all the way back from, I do believe, March. Yeah, I do believe all the way back from March coming through there. Obviously March 2020, guys, Black Swan event, the big COVID event coming through there. And as you can see, mass levels of support being formed from that zone. Really, really good stuff coming through there for Stellar. So what I would say, if we are going to actually dump to the downside at all there, we know we've got a very, very congruent bounce point here. And yes, an ascending triangle has been formed. Now we do have this horizontal coming through in terms of resistance. Lovely levels of support coming from there. And that obviously means horizontal chart pattern coming, not horizontal, ascending triangle chart pattern coming through there. In terms of measure move, looking at something along the lines of this, guys, depending on the breakout scenario, could be around a 40% gain there for Stellar. Definitely something to be looking out for the future there. And these a lot of altcoin chart patterns are going to be coming into fruition like this when we do see Bitcoin start to run up like crazy, right? So yeah, it's going to be the daily sort of covered there. What I would say, breakout scenario is going to be when we clear this horizontal, and that is going to be around that 42 cents there. So it's definitely something to be looking out for there, guys. In terms of jumping down to the shorter term time frames, to get rid of that, because that's some old TA coming through there. You can see it did play out to the downside there. Pretty good, strong stuff indeed. So yeah, let's do some live TA. Coming through that, I would say trend line coming down, definitely a point to be looking out for there. As you can see, the resistance coming through. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for there. In terms of a resistance point, in terms of a price target for that, it's going to be around 37 cents, 99 there. Definitely a point to be looking out for. And also we do have a very, very strong horizontal as well, creating a descending triangle chart pattern, guys. Descending triangle chart patterns, they usually tend to break to the downside, but with the state of the markets at the moment, with the state of crypto, it does look like we are going to probably potentially break to the upside there. So in terms of a break to the upside for a measure move potential breakout scenario here, guys, we could be looking at something along the lines of this, and this is lining up pretty well with that horizontal on the daily chart there for a double breakout scenario there. In terms of percentages for this potential trade there, we're around a 13-12% there, so still pretty good stuff indeed. But congruent breakout point I would be looking for is going to be this 38 cents there. That's what I definitely would be looking for coming through, and then obviously staggering the take profits, guys, all the way up, preparing for any sort of reversal chart patterns coming through. And not just going blindly for that 12% there, because you're probably going to get wrecked on the way up, right? And once you hit your first take profit, you move your stop loss to your entry point, and that basically means it's always going to be a successful trade, guys. We use that gridding take profit to minimize stop losses completely. Let's jump down to the hourly chart, because just to summarize here on the hourly, what I would say is symmetrical triangle chart pattern at the top of an uptrend, and let me just draw that in because the chart just spoke to me there. As you can see, guys, trend line to the lower side here. You can see trend line coming down from this high. As you can see there, potential breakout scenario we're currently in the minx of having, right? In the minx of having potential long position, actually, I would be potentially looking for there. Probably not going to be jumping on it on stream. But yeah, we're at the top of an uptrend. Symmetrical triangle at the top of an uptrend, guys. Basically means a bullish pennant chart pattern, guys. Bullish pennant chart pattern usually breaks to the upside. Definitely something to be looking out for here in terms of a long position. Correlating very well with that downward sloping resistance line as well there. In terms of percentages here for a little cheeky, tiny scalp there, could be looking at around a 3% gain there. And you know the score, guys. Staggering take profits all the way up. This is definitely going to be a resistance point to be looking out for at 37 cents and 45. But yeah, that is going to be your update there on Stellar. Let me look to the chat quickly and see if we can get some more. I can see you guys smashing the altcoin requests coming through there. Amazing stuff then. We're like, what, we're 8 likes away from the like target. Amazing stuff there, guys. If you are new to the stream, I do stream every single day. I'm going to do a bit of quantum there for Chris. Q-tum. And I am nursing a little bit of a hangover from the weekend, so I'm not at my optimal. But yeah, still here. Just thinking, have I done TA on this before? I have. Let's do it live, shall we? Let's do it live. This is going to be an update here on Quantum, I think it's called. QTUM. Going to be update here on QTUM. As you can see, guys, all-time high point coming through here. It's going to be sat around this $28.50 there. We're obviously going to have some sort of trend line coming through there. Potential actually involvement of a breakout scenario currently. Finding resistance on the volume weighted ATR band here on the daily at 18 cents. Sorry, $18.86 there. And we do have obviously another trend line coming through from this low around this sort of area there, forming a symmetrical triangle chart pattern there. We could do a bit more like that from that actual low there, and just to prepare for a bit of spillage there. Yeah, as you can see there, that's what we would be looking for. We are actually in the mix of a breakout scenario to the upside there. I would say measure move completion there, but if you are itching, if you do think this is going to go higher, and to be honest with you, it does look very bullish right now, just because obviously you can see this crash coming down from May, and you can see the lower high point that we did actually have to get over here. The lower high point that we did actually have to get over here was actually around this sort of area here, around $15. We have actually progressed past that. We've actually progressed past this other test point at $16.35. So now momentum to the upside is flipped. It's looking very, very bullish. It's very, very bullish, to be honest with you guys. So what I would say there is breakout scenario could be in terms of a measure move, right? Could be something along the lines of this completed, as we just saw there. We could actually be going for another one, because the measure move is still, this one is still going to be valid, because it's just getting more bullish and more bullish continuously, as I said, invalidating these lower highs. Near enough completed that measure move, so we could probably see if we can get another one out of it as well. If we are going to be predicting targets to the upside here, it's going to be pretty goddamn ambitious, but still not even up to the previous all-time high there. So yeah, that's definitely something to be looking out for there for the future. But what I would expect here, guys, is a pullback coming through. I would actually expect a pullback, just because you can see how parabolic we've gone over the last day or so. Really quite aggressive, and we know the score here, guys. When we're climbing Everest, let me get rid of these for now. When we're climbing Everest, Mount Everest coming through here, guys. When we're climbing Mount Everest, we need to be resting at base camp 1. We need to consolidate. We need to chill out, get some food, get some air. Otherwise, the body gives up on us, and we reject down, and then we're basically going to be coming down for some sort of retest scenario coming through there. But yeah, we need to consolidate, rest at base camp 1. Otherwise, we're not going to get to base camp 2, right? So yeah, a little analogy coming through there. When we go parabolic in a nice, very steep momentum sort of price action there, we're likely to see big corrections. Jumping through to the 4 hourly, the midterm coming through. As I said, yeah, we have seen a pretty big pullback from that zone. Near enough around $2 coming through there. So yeah, we are actually pulling back in terms of a bounce point for Quantum here. I would say a volume weighted ATR band is looking very congruent at $16.38. Definite point to be looking out for there in terms of a bounce there. But yeah, as you can see here, guys, mass resistance from this zone. As you can see, volume weighted ATR band coming through, mass resistance from this zone. Very, very correlative point. So yeah, definite point to be looking out for there. And obviously we do have that pretty strong horizontal at $15.34 as well there. So yeah, couple of things to be looking out for there for Quantum. Let's jump down to the really short-term time frames. And yeah, it's the same sort of scenario coming through there. Massive pullbacks. You can see we're above all major moving averages. It's still looking very bullish. But yeah, I would expect to pull back, or at least consolidate there. And yeah, it makes me want to reference the RSI. You can see we're due to pull back. We've got to that really overbought scenario coming through there. But yeah, for now, that is going to be an update there for QTUM. Now, let me jump to the chat and see what else we've got coming through. So you're all loving the base camp 1. Bit of base camp 1. Bit of the old climbing Everest in a parabolic motion. We see that quite a lot with crypto, right? Very nice. Bit of H2O. Let me have a little look at what is next. Should we do a bit of... I don't really want to do Doge, but... Should I do Doge, guy? Hey, you says Googling congruent. Funny stuff, man. Yeah, I did say I'd do sushi, actually, for Tamogahana. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Apologies if not. Let's do a bit of a uni swap, shall we? Oh, no, it's not uni swap. Sushi swap, sorry. Sushi. I like sushi, but... I like the chicken sushi. Not like the biggest fish guy in the world, but yeah, I like the from Yo Sushi. It's got like chicken, and it's pretty good. What I would say. Do some live TA for sushi. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. All-time highs coming through there, and then lower highs coming through there. But that was obviously a challenge at the all-time high there. But you can see mass rejection. That's obviously March, not April. Wow, that's interesting. A lot of the charts are more all-time highs in April, not March there. So that's obviously interesting. Obviously, the challenge point in May there was very strong. Yeah, let's just get deep into this, right? This is gonna be your sushi swap update. As you can see, guys, all-time high from before, it's around that $23.47. The all-time high challenging point was in May, start of May from there. So we can actually be putting in some sort of major trend line coming through there. And obviously, we're going to be using this as a piece of information for resistance for the future. But also, what I would say from there, this being a lower high, there's definitely going to be some sort of congruent point coming through down from there. As you can see, that's getting ever so close to what we are looking at now. Now, if we are looking for another point of reversal there, this is obviously going to be the previous high there when we are coming up and challenging these lower highs from before. So there's definitely going to be another, that's the wrong tool. There's definitely going to be another correlative point coming down like so. And that's what we are looking at now in terms of a breakout scenario. In terms of a symmetrical triangle chart pattern, we could be looking at something along the lines of this. And doesn't this look attractive to trade? Right, let's get rid of that little line coming through there. Doesn't this look very attractive to trade? In terms of a measure move here, guys, we could actually be looking at, it's not going to be very big, but it looks very like stars are aligning, waiting for a lovely long. And when I say waiting for a lovely long, I mean breakout scenario, I mean downward sloping resistance line from there. So it's definitely going to be a mass take profit point. I would say I probably wouldn't even be letting that run just for the sake of like a few percent there. It's still going to be around a 10, maybe 11% gain there for that move there. If we are going to see a breakout for sushi, this is what we're going to be looking for there. First take profit point would be definitely this wick here around 4% there, and then another one I would say around $12.66, and then probably another one there. No, probably let that run to the completion of the measure move there. So yeah, I would say around 3 or 4 take profits there. When you hit your first take profit, move your stop loss to entry. You know the score, guys. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the daily here on Sushi Swap. Let's see if we can get some more information coming through on the 4-hourly. Yeah, what I would say is you can see, guys, the most correlative point that's just jumping out at us here is going to be this horizontal. You can see this horizontal. You can see the resistance that we've actually found from this zone. Very, very strong. Very, very strong indeed. We're actually sat on the cusp of that. If we can break that, as I said on the daily a second ago, that's basically going to be a bit more information for another breakout scenario as well. So yeah, the stars are aligning for a very nice actual very nice breakout there for Sushi Swap to be looking out for. Let's jump down to the hourly. Nothing too crazy going on. It's just that point to be looking out for. You can see volume weighted ATR band here on the hourly is actually very correlative. It's very, very correlative, as you can see, the resistance from this zone. So that's definitely a point to be looking out for there whilst in that long position, if we are going to be entering that. And you can see, actually, that is lining up very, very, very heavily with that resistance point as well from that wick at $12.23. So that's going to be another point to be looking out for there. You can see how much we get rejected off this volume weighted ATR band. So yeah, definitely take profit points to be looking out for. You can see how congruent that is. Very, very, very congruent. Very, very good in terms of an indication of where the price is actually going to find that resistance. So yeah, coming up to that, guys, so definitely a point to be looking out for there. And that's why we're going to have our first take profit there. We're not just going to be riding the wave all the way up. And because if we do see us actually come up to this zone and get rejected, we're probably going to come back down, have a test of the downside liquidity grab there, and get probably stopped out there. But if we hit our first take profit, we move our stop loss to our entry. We come back down, we get stopped out, but we've already taken a massive lump of profit. So it's already a win. It's already a winning trade there. So minimizing your stop losses there, guys. That's why we're here. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. It's as simple as that. But yeah, that's going to be our update there on Sushi Swap. Let me have a little look at that. Let's have a little look at the chat and see what's next. Pick up a check and a flex. LR says EOS printing paper on this bull run. Oh, big yawn. Zizimon says, what is the best crypto to buy now? You know what? I think something's very, very underpriced at the moment. It's called Bitcoin Cash, guys. I think it's Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Classic. That's Ethereum Classic, right? Yeah, Bitcoin Cash, guys. That's what I would say. It's very, very underpriced. When Bitcoin is going to start its next run up to all-time highs, Bitcoin Cash is probably going to run up like quite nosely. So yeah, it's definitely something to be doing some research on for yourself, and do some TA on your own charts, and try and yeah, obviously I'm not a financial advisor, guys, so I'm just please obviously go and do your own research before just blindly buying anything that I'm saying. But yeah, let me do a bit of EOS there for LR. LR been sporting me since probably 4 months ago. Yeah, do appreciate. Honestly, I really do appreciate it. Oh, Zill's on the way up. Yeah, we did cover Zill on the weekend. Not on the weekend. The end of last week, I did a video on it. It's actually one of like my most viewed videos ever. Like it got like 2,000 views or something. So yeah, interesting stuff there. So we are actually imminently waiting for a breakout scenario for that coin. So yeah, it's definitely if you guys did want to go check out that scenario, I did do a video on that last week. If you want to go check that out, it is on the channel. You can go check that out. Definitely a huge breakout scenario to be looking out for there. This is going to be your update today here for EOS coming through there. Let me do some, we obviously got these correlative horizontal, great start. Correlative horizontal points coming through here, guys. Very, very big levels of support. And to be honest, if we were going to lose these levels of support, I think we probably would have done it by now. Testing it 4 or 5 times there. I would be, if we do come down again, I would actually be pretty confident to say that we are looking for a nice bounce there. In terms of actual recovery here from all-time highs there back in May, I think that's all-time highs back in May there. Yeah, it seems to be, no, not quite all-time highs there. We're looking at the all-time high from open back in July 2018 there. So yeah, this was the challenge from the all-time high, or trying to challenge the all-time high from before. But yeah, you can see the massive rejection from that zone there. Nothing too great. And you can see, to be honest, a lot of other altcoins and Bitcoin in general actually came up, made a cup and handle scenario, and now we're looking at potential continuation to the upside. Whereas EOS has just kind of gone down and set lower lows and higher lows and validating higher lows, and it's just not really done anything that's given us a lot more confidence. Obviously, we did come up a bit, but nothing compared to what we did a lot of the other altcoins and Bitcoin. Then September obviously got us, held us down, and now we're just actually lower highs after lower highs after lower highs, not really progressing to the upside here. I would say we do have a low here and a higher low point coming through as well. So yeah, looking at actually, we do have a bit of a symmetrical triangle chart pattern. So let's draw that in ever so quickly. You can see the levels of support that we do have from this trend line coming through, and also from this high. I probably would actually be more inclined to do it like that. You can obviously get more touches, and then we just account for a bit of spillage coming through there. And basically, that is gonna it's gonna be acting as a trap zone scenario for us there, guys. As you can see, if we do actually come up, there's definitely gonna be resistance off that point to be looking out for the future. But yeah, in terms of a breakout from this symmetrical triangle here on the daily here for EOS, this is obviously a very big swing trade to be looking out for there, guys. And still, speculatively speaking, we don't know where this is going to break, but still, speculatively speaking, definitely preparing for some sort of breakout there. We're around a 19.73% there, so really not too bad. Really not too bad in terms of a nice long position there. Moving through to the 4-hourly chart here. What I would say, we did have this pretty strong low recently, actually. End of last week there. Very, very awful, actually. Really quite bad. But if we are looking for some sort of trend line to be breaking here, we're going to be sat on that cusp of it now, to be honest with you. Hopefully you can get over that. You do have a minor symmetrical triangle coming through there. So yeah, nothing too mental in a sense, but in terms of price predictions here for EOS, in terms of a breakout scenario, in terms of a price prediction for that, the measurement is obviously going to be tiny, guys. Maybe not even worth the time there. Maybe just a couple of percent for the scalpers out there. If you are looking for a little scalp, could be looking at a potential little miniature breakout coming through for EOS there. And yeah, near enough a 4% gain there to the upside. Now, if we are going to be looking at to the downside, because to be honest, you can see the confidence sometimes isn't really there with EOS, and it can dump really quite rapidly. So yeah, breakout to the downside scenario, we could be looking at something along the lines of around a 4.53% there. So yeah, interesting stuff to see how that does and is going to play out there. And let's jump down to the hourly so we can get a bit more of a gauge coming through there. What I would say is parallel channel sort of vibes I would be getting there. You bang a horizontal in there, you bang a horizontal in there, you're going to be getting some sort of a miniature range coming through, as you can see there, guys. Miniature range coming through there, and that basically means we could be looking at a significant breakout to the upside or the downside yet again there. So yeah, there's a couple of breakout scenarios, a couple of measurements to be looking out for there for the future there. To see how this is going to play out. But yeah, potentials, there's quite a few potentials for a bit of a scalpy day there for EOS, and obviously, as we were discussing on the daily there, for the chances of that massive symmetrical triangle pattern chart playing out there. So yeah, definitely a few things to be looking out for there on EOS there. But yeah, that's going to be your EOS update. Have a little look at the chat quickly there. Simon wants an update on aluminum. Yeah, definitely something that we can cover there. I'll have a little look at aluminum for you there. We are 6 likes away from the like target, guys. Absolutely amazing stuff there. Probably going to be calling it a day after this request, unfortunately there, guys, because my throat is aching. And we hit 1,000 there for aluminum. Amazing. Crazy. Yeah, my throat is an absolute agony. Need some lemon, honey, and ginger. That's what I need. But yeah, so after this is going to be my last request, guys. Once I've done this request, I'm going to be calling it a day, and then I'm going to be releasing altcoin videos basically all day for you. And I'm testing a new strategy in terms of trading today. So yeah, it's going to be hopefully a very profitable day. hopefully a very, very profitable day. Yeah, it's this strategy is meant to be like God mode, so hopefully quite excited for that. So and obviously all the premium scout members and stuff, you can expect some trades coming through there. I'm going to be looking at the charts straight after the stream to see if I can get you some nice positions coming through there, guys. For the premium scout package members, you get 5 trades per day, 25 trades a week, Monday to Friday, 100 trades a month for £19 and 99p. 99p, right? It sounds weird to say. And yeah, if you did want to start your free trial on that, guys, you can do it on the website, right? So you get like a 3-day free trial. If you don't want to start that, you can do that there. Obviously, link is in the description, all that stuff. I'm here to give you so right, get your breath. I'm here to give you an update here on, I think it's called aluminum ILV. As you can see, guys, this is a very, very strong uptrend. As you can see here, guys, very, very strong uptrend from launch back in early September sort of days, mid-September sort of days. And to be honest, we saw a lot of altcoins and stuff crashing through September, but not this one. No, not today. We actually seen a lot of progression to the upside, looking actually very, very progressive, very healthy uptrend coming through there. We actually see big spikes. We come down, we consolidate, another uptrend, consolidate, uptrend, consolidate, uptrend, probably going to consolidate, uptrend, consolidate. It's looking very, very progressive. And in terms of the fundamentals behind this coin, guys, it's an NFT game that is, I don't think it's quite actually launched yet, but the supply of the coin is actually it's very limited. It's very, very limited. That's why you can see we're already at $1,000. We actually tip past that $1,000 mark at around that 1,048 there. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how high this is going to go for the future, especially when the game launches. So yeah, it's definitely something that I would be looking at for the future there. But in terms of just a general uptrend, just in terms of general TA here, guys, we're looking at trend is your friend scenario there. We're going to ride that until the end, right? We're going to ride that until the end. I would just say, please be prepared for some sort of pullback coming through there, because you can see since launch here, we have gone up considerably. When I say considerably, I'm saying around 138% there, guys. So that's quite a big gain, right? Quite a big gain. We've got a rising wedge channel, rising wedge chart pattern coming through there, and we know about rising wedges, guys. We're probably looking at a nice little cheeky break to the downside. If that is going to come in there, we could be looking at something along the lines of this, right? In terms of a measure move to the downside, obviously still speculatively speaking, it's not going to be the end of the world, but it is going to be around a 12.88% move to the downside there, guys. And yeah, to be honest, it's probably the healthiest scenario for ILV right now. Yeah. That's what I would say about that. Now, moving on to the 4-hourly right now. Overall, guys, very, very bullish, what I would say. Very, very bullish, above all major moving averages. Finding mass levels of support on really the quite minor ones, actually. Not even flirting with the idea of coming down and testing the 55 for quite a significant amount of time, even since back to October, right? So, yeah, looking very, very good in terms of this uptrend. What I would say is minor pullbacks just to be had, probably around to this price action channel, around 945 there. And we know the whole score. You clear $1,000. You clear a very solid mark there. You're going to get quite a few sell-offs, right? That's kind of the narrative for where people would actually be placing take profits if they've been trading this up for quite a while. So yeah, definitely a point to be looking out for there in terms of a bounce point around the volume weighted, around the price action channel here, around that 944 there. But yeah, just in general, guys, this coin is very bullish, very, very bullish on this coin right now. You see a bit of a double bottom chart pattern you can see here as well. Definitely a lovely level of support. So we could actually see us actually return back up to this $1,000 mark fairly shortly, unless we come back down and see the resistance coming through there. But yeah, I would say it's not too bad. Still, overall, as I said, very, very bullish indeed. But yeah, for now, that's going to be your ILV update. And guys, I think that's going to be it from me. Pretty tired. Kevin says, gotta have that premium scout package. Yeah, man, it's pretty God mode. Get on the scout package before the price goes up. Yeah, to be honest, it's actually like one of the cheapest cheapest value for money packages I've found on YouTube, right? I've kind of like undercut the market pretty good, pretty undercut the market in terms of pricing and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the progress of the premium scout package in terms of like the trades and stuff. We're usually getting like minimum 3 out of 5 trades per day, correct? And some, like, I think it was last week we had 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5. It's pretty insane stuff. And now I spent the start of last week actually developing a new strategy for the indicator on that package as well, and it's like the percentages are just going up. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Nice shout out coming through as well to Sam Speak Straight. Great knowledge, bro. Learning more and more every day. Thank you, my good sir. I do appreciate you coming through and tuning in. So there's quite a few members as well. We've got Kevin, Simon coming through there. Lighting up green there. And Simon's got his 1 month membership badge there. Amazing stuff there, bro. Do appreciate the support coming through. Chris says, Storgy, please, real quick. Will it dump? Okay, man. I was going to end the stream because I'm pretty tired. I'm going for an hour and 20 minutes and I've got a bad throat. But I'll do one more request for you. Storgy. Don't think I've ever done TA on this. I don't remember. Well, what happened there? That is mental. Absolutely mental. You know what I'm going to say, Chris? You know what I'm going to say, my good sir? Mount Everest. We know about Mount Everest here. This is a parabolic Everest climb. This is what we're seeing here. Parabolic Everest climb. We need a base camp 1 here. We need it. Otherwise, we're going to come down even further. But yeah, what I would say, your question to me saying, is it going to dump? We'll zoom in, right? We'll zoom in a bit more. It doesn't look too bad here on the daily, what I would say, before there, because we have actually invalidated some very, very crucial lower highs from the all-time high there. But what I would say is this is very, very parabolic, right? And this is just a clean-cut example of not getting that momentum to rest at base camp 1 and just basically the body giving up halfway up Everest, right? And dying. Sorry, the morbid, but yeah, just coming back down quite drastically, right? In terms of levels of support that you should have been really looking for is going to be this horizontal here, and sorry, it was going to be this horizontal at around this $1.81 there, but unfortunately, my good sir, you've actually come down, you've lost that. Granted, you've got the 10 symbol here, but what I would say is wait for this hour. If you can get an hourly candle, or a 4-hour candle close above this horizontal here, as you can see there, above this horizontal here, it's going to be good. It's going to be good because this is going to be acting as a higher low from this insane pump to the upside, this insane high, right? If this is going to be a higher low here, you could be looking at another wave up, and then another high low gets set, and then challenging higher highs again. Bullish. But what I would say here, if you do get a candle body close below this on the 4-hour, you can see Viva La Resistance here. She is futile. She bangs you right down. This is September sort of dumps coming through, and after seeing a massive pump like so, people who are buying around this area, they're probably going to be selling off like quite rapidly there. And if they see the price actually start dumping here, I would expect a bit more of a bigger pullback there. So yeah, I would be watching this 4-hour candle close there for Storgy there. But yeah, hopefully you were taking profit all the way up here, Chris, because it's just there's a nice example of like say getting to this sort of area here, and you're sat there like, is it going to keep going? Is it going to keep going up? It might. But you're better off in terms of a risk reward scenario. You're better off taking a massive lump of profit here. And if it does go up again, you can always re-enter. You can always you're still gonna be making profit because you've still got money in there. But if you didn't take any profit, you're just basically gonna be losing money. You're gonna be getting really excited about all your profits coming up here, all the way up here as well, and then you're gonna go greed. Oh no, I've just basically given back all my profits, right? So yeah, that's kind of the mentality. Just remember to take your profits, guys. And never be afraid about taking profits. And yeah, that's going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Bitcoin is on a breakout scenario there, so I'm probably going to end the stream and get into a long. Yeah, obviously not financial advice, guys. But yeah, I will be in the Telegram for most of the day, guys. So yeah, if you've got any other questions, give me a little at and ask me in there, not a problem. I will be doing TA as well, so if you don't want any TA done, I know Kevin holds the group up for TA there, so I do appreciate you, Kevin. But yeah, if you guys do want a TA from myself, then yeah, I'll be in the Telegram all day. But yeah, thank you ever so much for watching. Premium Scout package, check it out on the website. 3-day free trial. And if you want to do the 3-day free trial, you're actually going to get 15 trades for free, right? for free. So yeah, details on the website. But yeah, thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Peace out for now, and I'll see you tomorrow morning for a lovely good morning stream yet again. Thank you ever so much. Peace out, and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.
Keeping it juicy.